Greetings and salutations. I'm feeling a little better, but not much. And I'm going to try to make a pseudo dirt racer. Now, my problem is I only have one that's... Wait. Yo. I have another El Condor Pasa somewhere. But she doesn't have dirt affinity. She doesn't have the dirt spark. Well, she kind of needs it. What was that? No, it wasn't her. It was, my auto Top Gun. So what I need to set it up for a dirt sprint. So I need to take every dirt sprint race I can find. And because we're going to go dirt sprint, we're going to go with some unorthodox training skills. So I'm trying to get a dirt runner. I only have Haru Urara and El Condor Pasa. I could use Goldship, but Goldship's not that good for dirt. Audio feels a little high. Let me dial it back here. Perfect. So, I'm left with, again, trying to make a sprint, a dirt sprint. Which means, aside from her normal races, I would have to race other races that shove me into the dirt URA final. She isn't going to need all that stamina, but I need the training bonuses for friendship. That way I can get the triple bonuses. At the very least. That's a fail. I thought for sure that was a fail. Because it was a 24% chance to fail. And most of my trainees go out there and decide to go toss it at like 6%. They're like, oh, I can only fail 6% of the time? 100% of the time. Happens a lot. A lot more than it should. And then she does need more wit. Yep. She needs the bonuses to the other two. Max energy increase by 4 is not bad either. Alright. She's gonna be a front runner. I don't need to worry about her doing that on the mile. Right away, Adept is always good. See, she's naturally going to end up doing sprints. But she's only a B rank sprinter, and then she'll be B rank on the dirt. Those are rookie numbers, I need to pump those up. I mean, I have a Grass Wonder that I call my Turf Terror, because she's S rank on turf and S rank for mile. Something like that. It's either mile or medium. Can't remember which. Now, the only problem I have is Matazinski usually starts struggling halfway through, because if she doesn't get enough... It's a bit early. He starts struggling halfway through because she starts hitting like a plateau. And they have her running mile races, which she's good at mile races too, but... And also, there's a goal ship event going on, Gulshi mode, and you get a lot of rewards in Gulshi mode, and every day you get 564 carrots. So if you play this game, you might want to check out the Gulshi mode while it's still active. Also, it's worth noting, the actual horse, Grass Wonder, died at the ripe old age of 30. And so a lot of people are like, oh, you know, that's so sad, etc. Somebody on Twitter's like, they're like, are they going to remove the horse now that it's dead? And I was like, nope. I was like, they still have Rice Shower in the game. Everybody knows about Rice Shower. That's a lot of friendliness that I need to get. I do need the stamina. I could have gone with the speed, but that would have just given me more speed bonus. I think going with the stamina there was a smarter move. I gotta check the races. Turf Sprint. Dirt Mile. I need to get her over into the Dirt URA finals. Because that's what my team is lacking right now, is a dirt runner. Is a third dirt runner, I should say. Right now it has Haru Urara, El Condor Pasa, and Mayana Top Gun. And Mayana Top Gun's not that good. Of course, I don't have Silent Suzuka, or not Silent Suzuka, I don't have Takai Shuttle or Oguri Cap, so gotta make do. There's El Condor Pasa. I don't think I'm going to win this one, though. She doesn't have the stamina for a mile yet. That's still earlier. Yeah, so I told you. Right away, Adept might be able to reclaim first. Nope. It's close. Very close. Got one hit for focus. Which doesn't matter because she never seems to have a problem with late starts. I had one earlier today. Ugh. I was doing a career earlier today. And I had, out of like 5 or 6 races, I had 5, I think it was 6 races, I had 5 late starts. I sat there and I was mildly seething. I was like, the absolute state of this game. Let's go for early lead. Wish I could do the dirt sprint. See, they need to come up with newer divergent pathways. So that way you could, be like, oh, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go this route. I believe that's actually what's currently in Japan, is that sort of divergent pathway thing. Mihono Bourbon. The problem I have with Mihono Bourbon is I have tried to get Mihono Bourbon to win and to win out, and it's so hard. Because when, like, in terms of difficult storylines, Mihono Bourbon's got a really hard one. Biwa Hayahide has a difficult one too. Rice Shower's got a bad one. But I already made a video about Rice Shower. Mihono Bourbons, you have these little stop gaps, like, 3 races, 5 races, and it's like, or 3 turns, 5 turns. You don't get a lot of time to make it back, to make up for it, and to train. And then the big problem, that sounds awfully loud. There. The problem is halfway through your entire career when playing as Mihono Bourbon, or when having Mihono Bourbon as your trainee, Rice Shower comes out of nowhere, completely roided out of her mind, and just backhands you over the next 3 races, and it's like, how can you gain skills? How can you gain any stats? How can you do anything? It's almost like they did it as a joke. I need to get friendship up higher. I also need to get her mood back up. Oh, stamina. Where's all the speed? There they are. Sitting there wondering where all the speed users are. All the speed support cards are, and they're not there, and they're off lollygagging somewhere else. Yep. Trying it. Nice. She gets a lot of stuff for a mile race. Doesn't need to be running the mile though. She doesn't have the stamina for it. I need to start doing more races to get her onto the sprint dirt. Couldn't have said a word about the late starts. That was an early straightaway adept. It's almost like you should just like play Johnny Cash to this. You know, where she gets out there and it's like late start and then she burns both of her abilities. And then by the end of the race, you're just like, I hurt myself today. That's what it should be. Yep, she's going to use her ability rate now. Close enough. See, all that does is just gives her acceleration. Doesn't actually give her velocity. Nobody's even close. But it gets worse later on. Yeah, see, those are sprinters, right? They're mile shoes. I need dirt shoes. Now at least she's getting an inspiration. Wait a minute. Speed Spark, and Speed Spark. That's it. Okay. So what you got was nothing. Except speed. And a lot of it. This is a medium race, so I'm going to have to up her stamina after this one. She's going to need about 200 stamina, 250, assuming she still does sprints. And there she is, burning him again. Problem here is that she's going to have, the only thing she's going to have left for the end of the race is homestretch haste. She's going to have red shift, but that's about it. Narita Taishin is gross, by the way. It's crazy. Narita Taishin's really good. I don't know if she's going to have enough in the tank to do it. Maybe. Maybe. Second. This is what I was talking about. She just kind of plateaus off, and then it just kind of goes down after that. Because then after this one, it's like, I think this one's like 7 turns? Nope, 2. I was wrong. I had to spend a turn resting, so... You have to place top 5 in this one. Then I think after this one, it's 11 turns. But it's like, look at this. It's back to back to back. And I'm somehow supposed to try to wedge races in there to get her over to run dirt. There's no way I'm going to get her to run on dirt right now. Maybe I could try to get her into the sprint finals. That's early. See, now the thing is, there was a guy in Japan. He's a man that has 40 years experience of actually racing racehorses and being around racehorses. He had no idea that this was a game. And so they started showing him pictures of the characters in here. And they said, we want you to try to identify what horse they are. And they gave him a few hints here and there. And they said that the dress they're wearing is very similar to the racing colors the horses wore. The only exception was Rice Shower. And the reason why they made a funeral gown, obviously. They explained that to the guy because he guessed that it was Kita-san Black because of the funeral gown and the black color. He's just like, oh, it's Kita-san Black, and they go, nope. And then they kept he was getting confused by it, and then they said, well, who it is Rice Shower. And he's just like, why? He's like, but Rice Shower never wore any. And I lost. Not enough stamina. I'm not even going to do it. Oh, guts. But now that she has that dirt proficiency, I'm going to use her to try to inspire somebody else that has a mild dirt proficiency. But when he explained to him why Rice Shower was wearing black, he went, oh, yep, that's right. So he kind of understood from that perspective. So I need to see who has got a dirt proficiency. Not El Condor Pasa. Because I need someone that's not El Condor Pasa or Haru Arara. Yeah, an F dirt proficiency. So we have E dirt proficiency. Yes, I could. Yeah, that's the one that just lost out. We'll do that one, and then we'll do the Haru Urara. That's not good enough. That's not good enough at all. So wait, she's at F rank, and the other one's at E rank. I know I already have an El Condor Pasa. That's the one with the Dirt Spark of 3. Yes. So that's a guarantee. No, I don't want that. I want... I just want 3-star proficiencies. That's the one I just failed out with. Sure is. Right. What's her 3-star proficiency? Speed. Ooh, good. That's a good inspiration. We're gonna try it again. Ooh. Okay. If you haven't watched Dan to Dan, and you watch the second, watch Dan to Dan, and then watch the second season of Dan to Dan, and El Condor Pasa reminds me so much of the Mantis Asian. It's ridiculous. Because the Mantis Asian in Dan to Dan ends every sentence with this, which, yes, which is in most cases proper. And I do say in most cases proper because there are times where where you don't end it with that, you end it with other, not particles, but you know what I'm getting at. And anyway, when you end it with other things, that's fine too. However, the Mantis Asians in Dan to Dan, he never fails. He always ends it with Dace. And it's it's hilarious because you sit there and you watch him, and it just, I start to chuckle over it. And then when I hear this, it just reminds me so much of the Mantis Agent. Which, by the way, if you get the chance to watch Dan to Dan, it's an incredible, incredible anime. Like, is she a late surger? I'm not gonna get any skills yet. I'm gonna check. If she's a late surger, well, it's Dirt Drac, that's good. She's pace. I might do the late surger savvy with her. Either on turf, which she has an A proficiency in turf, and she has an A proficiency in dirt now. But if she gets to an S proficiency in dirt, I can use her and Haru Urara as the legacy for Maruzensky and try to get A proficiency there. Here comes El Condor Pasa. Because she does just gold chip things. A little too late on the late surge, but getting there. It's alright. Get her to run another race. Oh, this one gives stamina, this one gives guts. She's gonna need that power. If I'm gonna make her into a late pace, late surger savvy, then that's gonna give her. That was a 10% chance to fail on getting whip. That's not good. Wow. I'm gonna run that race now. Dirt mile. Get her on the dirt. El Condor Pasa. She didn't even use her other one. Her, what was that called? I know what the old ability was called, like Corazon Ardiente or whatever. See, they haven't fixed the guts stat here yet. And Guts ends up being a really good stat later on for like long runners, mile runners, that kind of thing. Right now, it's just kind of busted, and so people have been talking about it. And it's not busted in a good way; it's busted like it doesn't work at all. So right now, speed, wit, power are very important. Stamina helps you with your long race, mile race. Wit makes it so that your character doesn't get rushed and burn up the stamina. Speed is obvious, and power helps them break through a crowd. Now she should use her ability. Victoria por plancha. F in the chat for everyone else. It's like, F's in the chat, pay respects to the losers. He was hanging out in the wit place. That felt good. Sounded terrible, but it felt great. Ideally, I need to do that. Bounce back better than before. Got a tickle in the back of my throat right now. That felt productive. Tickle in my throat's gone, though. Really? You're just gonna be like, nope, my mood's gone down now because reasons. Sorry about blowing my nose there. Really? Slacker? And yes, you have to get rid of those conditions. If you do not infirm those conditions immediately, it'll come back to haunt you. Because my brother was playing this, and he's the one that suggested I play it. So, after a lot of reluctance, I did. And I like the roguelike aspect of it, where it's all randomized in terms of the sparks you get, the inspirations, the late starts, it's all randomized. And so that roguelike aspect of it is great. But he had a quadruple rainbow speed training event while he was at the beach in the game, which would have been like 97 speed. But because his trainee had slow metabolism, he got nothing. Oof. That's why you always infirm those conditions immediately. you don't take that chance. Now, you'll also notice when they say a horse's name like Ines Fusion, Biwa Hayahide, El Condor Pasa, those are all named horses. Those are all big named horses that have been around for a while. She got stuck behind everybody. Never mind. She took 5th. Yeah, she doesn't know any skills. Yeah, I know. It's fine. We'll get to that. She's not gonna need skills in about the next 3 or 4 races, depending on how many training sessions I get. She's not gonna need any skills. Professor of Curvature. Now we'll do some wit. I gotta get some fans, which means I gotta run a race. Late start, but she's a late surger, so it shouldn't make that big of a difference. Now, there are skills like left hand or right hand, and it depends on how the track is running, and that you get a boost. So, yep, right now is when she needs to drop the hammer. She certainly is. Late start and all. Late start, no skills. Still took second by that much. Like, did I get any aptitude? Nope. Oops. Did not want to do wit. I wanted to go to guts. Oh well. Did they say that the conditions were soft? Yep, conditions are not firm, so... So long as El Condor Pasa goes to the outside and passes on the outside, she won't have a problem because then she could just ignore everybody. That's kind of what Goldchip does. Nope, she's deciding she's going to go straight up the gut. With no skills, nothing activated, just raw mutant leg power. Fourth. Yeah, she needs more power. She needs more skills too. But we're getting there. Well, it's good condition. It's not firm. This back-to-back race thing was kind of a punch to the gut, but it is what it is, I guess. If El Condor Pasa actually starts out now and starts claiming places, that'll be great. She needs to get out of the inside line, though. Yeah, Maparo. Now's where she needs to just kick into gear. Okay, now she's actually pouring the steam on here. I don't think she's going to make it. Nope. Late start got her. I'm going to give it a retry because she shouldn't have, like, the late start did a lot of damage. I don't think she's going to win it, but she'll do better. Because last time under the late start, she was at like 16th out of 18th. Now she's at 14th. And with the way the pack is working, she could actually pull to the outside and go. All she just needs to do is just not do something stupid and get locked behind a horse. Which never fails. They always do. She just needs to not get behind somebody. Just... She's getting there now. She's stuck behind another horse, isn't she? Yep. It's over. She got stuck. Ah. I don't even know if she had a dirt spark. She's terrible, though. Nope, she had one spark of dirt. That's it. Trash. That was awful. I'm gonna come up with a way to do it, but right now, I can't come up with it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Oh wow. I didn't even know I had that much archive experience. I just ignored it. You know what I'm going to do right before I leave this? I'll do it. I'll do a 10 scout because I do need like Takai shuttle or something. That would make my whole dirt thing easier. We'll see what I get. That's a good sign. That's a good sign too. Dumpster. 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 Another dumpster. Okay. Wow. Absolute garbage. But it does put me within striking distance of having an upgraded this thing, Marikani Fuku Kataru. Actually, it does not. In Halo? Though I could upgrade King Halo. Agnes Tachyon. Now I can upgrade her. Wait, can I upgrade her potential as well? And I could raise it even again. Until level 4. Oh, don't worry. Rice Shower had a determined descent to right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, because I did. Even though I failed at making something that can run on the dirt, I'm gonna keep trying. Hopefully I'll be feeling better soon. Or better than I am. And I'm going to be doing more. I didn't even want to make one this long, but I'm going to do more long-form video content coming out soon. I'm also going to do some more Battlefield. Maybe not recorded it, but I'm going to be playing more Battlefield. I've been playing it a lot. I'm definitely going to be doing more. I'm going to record more Battlefield stuff next weekend. I believe it's next weekend when the beta's out again. But anyway, hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one. Have a good one.